Welcome. Please join your hands together at your heart center and then lift them up to the center of the third eye. Today our practice is for self-love. We're going to create an intention to be as loving with ourselves as possible. So let's bring the hands to the heart center and close our eyes. And just taking a moment to really feel your body physically, emotionally, and energetically. Feel how, as you breathe, your chest expands and contracts softly. How the body moves as you breathe. The heart is the place of love. When we love ourselves, we can love others even more completely, compassionately, and with the kindness of our hearts. Now let's open our eyes and make an offering of love from our hearts to each other right now. Just reach out, make a little eye contact. Open everything out to include the whole world, everyone in the whole universe, just coming into our practice today. Take the hands back behind you, push into the earth, and drop your head back. We're going to do a bunch of heart openers in this practice today, so we really get into the heart chakra. When you're ready to inhale, rise up, and then we'll curl and round the back, just hanging on the knees there. Now reach the right arm up. We're going to sweep it up and over. Keep the hips grounded, and we're going to start with some arm circles to open the heart. So circle the arm back and forward, breathing as you go. Inhale at the top of the circle, exhale at the bottom of the circle. Good. Now bring your hand to the floor behind your right hip and twist across the body, twisting over the right shoulder, staying very tall, squeezing deeply inside as you feel that twist just moving, and gently release. Now walk towards the right knee, and you can stay up tall, or if it feels better for you, you can come down towards the knee. You might want to kiss your knee. And just stay here for a few deep breaths, opening the whole right side of the body. Now let's come up and take the left side. So left arm reaches up and over, and keep the pelvis grounded, really root into the earth. And then let's circle the arm, open the heart back and reach it forward. So now we're on the heart side of the body. See if you can allow the breath to be one with all of the movement and feel your heart even resonating out of the fingertips. Good. Now let's take the twist. Hand goes back, arm crosses over, and we twist deeply through the left side. Staying tall as if you're wearing an invisible crown. The crown on your head, holding yourself, and you're seated into your own seat of infinite love. Let's release that, and now walk forward over the left, coming down wherever feels best for you, keeping long in the spine and keeping the heart lifted. Try not to collapse the chest muscles too much, even if you can come down to your knee. Just having that feeling that we're aware of our inner body and the organs of the heart and the lungs, the digestive organs, and even the brain. And the largest organ of all is our skin. So that is where we want to breathe through our skin, breathing all the way back up. As you return, let's come back up, lift our arms up high and bring them together in front of the heart. We're going to rub your hands together. Good. That stimulates our prana, our energy life force. And then bring the hands deep into the heart, remembering loving yourself. And then interlace your fingers so you're holding your hands. From here, flip the hand palms up. We're going to reach all the way up and stretch as we inhale. Now, bow and bend backward, stretching forward, chin towards the heart in honor. We'll do that 3 times. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, round and pull the skin on your back behind you. Breathe through the skin into the organs, expand. And exhale, beautiful. Last one, we're going to release now. And then just give yourself a little hug, kiss your knees with some love. And we're going to come into Navasana pose. So I'm going to turn to the side on my mat. You can stay where you are. Navasana is known as boat pose. This will help activate our core muscles. So if you're feeling a little tired today, just bend your knees. You don't have to straighten them. You can hold under your kneecaps as well. And then we're going to come back into that little love hug, hug yourself in a ball. And we'll do that 3 times, adding the breathing. Inhale, beautiful balance. Exhale, contract and hug yourself with some love, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. And one more, all the way up. And hugging in on the exhale. Good. Try to find that balance there in your seat. Now we're going to do a little seated flow. So stretch your legs long. We're going to reach and lift. And then we're going to press forward. You can just follow along with me. Stretch the lower back. Now, open the arms out and expand your energy with love. And then return to the heart center. Interlace the fingers like we did before. Lift up high. And then bring your hands behind you to ground yourself back and arch into one of those heart openers here. When you're ready, inhale, reach forward and fold forward. Good. And we're going to continue repeating this flow. If you didn't get it, we'll do it now together. Reach and lift, inhale. Press forward and round back, exhale. Flip the hands, open the arms, sit tall, breathe in. Return to the heart with some love, exhale. Interlace the hands, inhale, lift up high and stretch. Exhale, ground your hands to the earth behind you and inhale, arch back. Stay there as you exhale. And as you inhale next, that's where we're going to come up and fold forward to the legs and stretch the whole life nerve through the spine. We're going to repeat this 2 more seated flows. Here we go. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, push some love forward from your body. Open up to the greater energy of all and return to the heart. Interlace the hands, reach up high, inhale. Release and to the earth behind you, lift back, arch, heart opens, chest and ribs open brightly. Exhale. Use the breath when you're ready to inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward and stretch, keeping the spine long. Expand. Stay here for another breath to open the life nerve. And we'll do one last flow. Here we go. Reach and lift. Press front. Open, expand. Come back to the center at your heart with honor and loving kindness. Interlace, reach up, grow tall like a tree. And that feels so good to anchor back now and arch the back. Lift the ribs and the heart upward as if there's a string pulling a love balloon out of your heart. Beautiful. Inhale, reach tall. And now instead of folding forward, we're going to come out of this, just sitting into easy pose and give yourself a big hug. Hug, hug, hug. Breathe deeply here. You can look down into your heart and just notice how you feel. You might even want to massage with your fingers the back of your shoulder blades. And now give yourself a little neck massage because that feels really good. And then we're going to release and move now into downward facing dog. to be fluid in this dog and really in some moving ways. So you might want to just kind of wiggle your hips, round and flex the lower back to find where you want to be. You can curve, lift the heels. Take as much time as you need to move into down dog, and then we're going to start walking the dog. About 6 walks, depending on how fast you want to go. And as you walk your dog, allow your head and your torso to twist ever so slightly. Beautiful. Then get ready to come back to the center and lift the right leg into an open 3-legged dog. So open the hip, really drop it open, and then step forward, swing it into a low lunge. Bring the back left knee down. Inhale, float the arms up high, inhale. And exhale, let them come back down to the ground. Then we're going to scoop up some love into the heart. And exhale, push the love towards the front of you like you're moving into the future. Then reach back into the past and bring the hands behind you, arching the back, and come up nice and high. Heart opens. Good. Release now. Bring the hands behind your head into a reverse prayer, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. Push the back of the head into the wrists and the hands, and feel that heart love balloon just rising up into the sky. Release. Good. Now we're going to bring the right hand down to either the mat, or if you need to, grab a block. Staying in this low lunge here. And as you bring your hand down, that's going to be your anchor along with your body to reach the left arm up and open the left side. Really getting the heart side to stretch open. Good. Now, take the back foot to lengthen the toes down. So top of the foot is down. So use a nice anchor, and then slide your left elbow across your right knee, and we're going to come into a prayer twist. Or I'm even just interlacing the clasp of my hands and doing like a little love hug, bear claw, I like to call it, in this twist. Pull the navel to the spine. Stay here and deep in the twist. And release. Touch the heart for just a moment, and then bring the right hand down in front to either the mat or a block, and we are going to transition into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So being gentle, remember staying light in the heart, light in the upper back, light in the body. Take the fingers down. You might even want to bring your hand to the top of the left hip first as you roll the hips on top of each other. Really spin the right side of the rib cage all the way up, so you're stacking the body in one plane, and come into your balance here. Beautiful. Breathing, expanding through all parts of the body. Good. Now as we release this, I want you to take a seat. So you're going to bring the left leg underneath you. The right leg is crossed around the top, and just give yourself a big hug here. Some self-love for doing that half moon. And then we'll come into a seated twist. You can take any variation on this twist here, but whatever you get there, I want you to close your eyes. Relax the tongue and the jaw. Connect to the highest part of yourself, which is all parts of yourself, from your inner child to your current body, and then release. We're going to listen now to what the earth has to say in a reverse stretch. Bring yourself over to the left side and just drop in. I love to do this. It just grounds me, connects me to the planet, and reminds me that we're all here to be more loving, more accepting, and grounding into the earth's energies. Good. So come back into down dog. We're getting ready for second side. As you come into dog pose, let's take a few more of these little dog walks. Do the entire flow now on the left side. So I hope you're loving it as much as I am. We'll start by coming back into the center from down dog. And after this last walk, take the left leg up into three-legged dog. Open, rotate the hip, bend the knee, open the left side body and the heart. Then exhale, step forward into low lunge. Drop the back knee down. Sweep the arms up high, breathing in. And breathe out to drop the arms back down in a circle. Keep circling them forward and up. Bring in some love into the heart and press it forward into the future. Good. Scoop them behind you. Interlace the hands as you open your heart, reaching down into the past, down into the tail, and then come back to the present moment as you anchor your tail and lift through the chest, keeping the neck soft. Then we'll release, come into reverse prayer, hands behind the head. Keep the spine long and elevate, pushing the head gently back. Release the toes, come onto the top of the right foot here. And now bring yourself out of this for a side stretch. So left hand comes to the mat or to a block, and we open the right side of the body. Let the hips deepen and drop down. Good. From the side stretch, we'll come into a twisted low lunge. So bringing the hands together in that love bear hug kind of claw of the way they hold, or you can come into prayer pose if you like. Deepen the twist with each breath. Can you see a smile forming inside your heart? Keeping yourself light, compassionate, and with the energy of innocence and infinite love. Come back down now, and we'll transition into half moon. Trusting yourself that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. You can only focus on all the balance of the center and how do we shine from the center, from the toes to the crown of the head and the fingers, and then all the way back into the center of the body. So we resonate out and we bring it all back inward. Now let's have a seat and give yourself a big hug, maybe even kiss your knee. After all that expansion, we're going to contract and then bring it into that seated twist of your choice. I'm just enjoying hugging my knee today. Close the eyes, stay here for a few deep breaths. Quiet the mind. Come back to the breath. Good, let's release that now. And come over and listen to what the earth has to say. Oh. Hello, Mama. Take a deep breath here, feeling that stretch to the glutes and the other side of the hip. And then let's come back up and return to our downward facing dog. Walk it out to undulate the body. Take a little roll forward from this undulation. We'll start at the heels. Lift your heels high and then roll yourself through towards the ground, and we're going to come into cobra, lifting the heart. Bring the arms bent if you need to, and then push back into child's pose. Breath into the back of the body, and as you exhale, melt the heart softly down into the mat. Let the third eye kiss the earth in love, and then gently return up onto your knees, sitting up, and we're just going to stretch back the top of the feet, the top of the shins, getting the lower parts of the body to ground. into the mat, into the earth. And now come up, curling your toes underneath you. We're going to stretch the bottom of the feet. Sitting tall, close the eyes. Stay here for about 30 seconds. You can do it. When we open the bottoms of the feet, we are opening the gateways to the earth. Helps to detoxify any heavy metals or toxins that we store from the gravitational pull that our feet have in connection to the planet. So this might feel challenging, but if you can remember mind over matter, we won't be here for much longer. We're about to come on out and lift the arms up high in a gratitude prayer of thank you for this moment, and we'll come now into one of my favorite ways to open the feet and open the pelvis. Take a step forward with your right foot underneath your knee. You're going to bring your left foot, toes curled under, just underneath the base of your spine. In this posture, we are going to help to open the feet, help to open the heart, and honor ourselves at the heart. This is a pose dedicated to Hanuman, who was a devoted lover of Rama and Sita. They were king and queen and in love, and he helped reconnect their love by saving the queen. So we're coming to Abhaya Mudra, left hand on the heart, right hand up into the air, in a devotion of self-love and love for all beings. Close the eyes if you have not already, and bring the hands back into your own heart center. Gently, I know you want to come off your feet, so have a seat, and we'll flush out all of this energy by coming into the heart, pouring forward some love as you round your back, then open, expand the flow, and lift the hands back together and bring them back to the center of the heart, preparing to change to the next side. So now you can step your other foot. If you did the left, step your left foot. I'm just going to show you from the back now. And curl the toes under the base of the spine, hands to the heart center. And we'll come back into that Abhaya Mudra. Abhaya Mudra is a mudra for courage. Courage to love. Courage to love unconditionally and accept and love what is. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your inner smile. Connect with devotion to this practice. If you practice this for a week, I know that you will increase your capacity for self-love. Now let's flush this out. Come have a seat. Let's come back into the heart. Sweep the energies in and pour them out. Push forward. Flip the arms open. Expand. And then bring the hands back together at the center of your heart space. You can play around with that one a little bit. Create a little temple. Beautiful. Now let's come and sit in easy pose. You're going to bring your hands back behind you. We're going back into these heart openers. So let's open up and arch back. We're going to stick our tongues out and let out any fiery energy. Do that a couple times. Just take a deep breath, inhaling and exhale. Stick your tongue out. Feels so good to release any stagnation or anything that you need to just let go of. And then as you come back and rise, just come up, and we're going to release now back onto the floor. Bring your knees into your chest, and we're going to hug them in a mudra of course, love your knees. One of my favorite poses now is we're going to come into happy baby. So you can grab your big toes with your 2 peace fingers, or if you like, you can also grab your ankles or the outer edges of your feet. And in our baby pose today, take the knees wide, the feet are going to face the ceiling. We're going to begin to rock gently left and right, creating open space in the pelvis, in the hamstrings, and opening through the lower back. Now, rock onto one side and stretch the opposite leg across. If you need to, just follow me. Rock to the other side, and you're extending the leg across the center line of your body. And sometimes we fall when we do this, so if you've never done this before and you lose your balance, that's perfectly okay. Everything is perfectly okay. We're always just doing our best. So just try this a few times. This is how babies begin to connect their bodies to the ways of walking. That's why you see babies take their feet and play this little game. And come back to the center and release. Now we're going to drop the knees to the right and take a very gentle spinal twist. Relax your tongue and teeth, jaw and throat. Let the rib cage soften as you take a deep breath through the nose and out of the mouth. Changing sides, dropping the knees to the left. Relaxing from the inside. Deep, soft breathing. Melting into the floor, getting ready to come back to the center soon. And when we come back into the center, I want you just to release your legs all the way along to the floor and bring your hands just up above your heart now and rub them together, creating some friction and heat. And then place your hands on your heart center. Preparing for our final resting pose. Getting ready for the full surrender to receive yourself in self-love. Release into Shavasana. Enjoy this time. Getting quiet, letting go. Coming back to stillness. Control the breath. Simply allowing your body to naturally do what it does best. Restore. Relax. To deepen your breath now. Breathe deep into your belly and open your mouth to let the air just sigh out. And begin to awaken the physical body by moving your toes and fingers. Maybe reaching your arms overhead and reaching your legs forward for a big, refreshing stretch. Gathering yourself together to roll over onto one side and pause there just for a moment to reconnect. Say, I love you, and thank yourself for practicing today. When you're ready, push yourself up to a seated position to close our practice. Notice how you feel as you bring your hands together and bow your head to your heart. Love. May all beings feel love, be free and peaceful. Namaste. bow to you.